Would you ever fight for a bag?
Coach, you had me tempted earlier. I know you did call me out.
Oh, that's
you
right.
did call me out. That was the
That
thing.
one made me mad.
You see that blocking speed?
Unbelievable.
I think Tom's lost a little bit of the sauce over the years.
Yeah, that's what happens with age. Trust me, I experienced it with Floyd Mayweather. They all say he's going to whoop my ass. He said he's going to guarantee a knockout. Look what happened. Now he's broke. Ladies and gentlemen, today's guest is a man who went from a fifth-round afterthought to arguably the best wide receiver in the league. He's a two-time Pro Bowler, a first-team All-Pro, and the owner of the greatest rookie receiving season the NFL has ever seen. Give it up for the Los Angeles Rams superstar wide receiver, Puka Nacua.
Puka Nacua!
Puka Nacua!
He came out like a wrecking ball.
What up, Coach?
Wow, in the flesh.
Dude, these things are
In the flesh. Hey, is Mike coach to you?
Always. He's coached to me since the day I met him.
Yeah.
But strangely, I call him coach too.
It only makes sense. It makes it easier.
Wait, who is coach and who's not coach? Am I coach because of my age?
No, not necessarily. I'm like, that would be bad. I'm like, most people are considered coach. It makes it easier. I'm like, I feel the level of comfort. I feel like everyone's like, oh, like he's friendly. I'm like,
Yeah, he's a friendly for sure. Everyone kind of likes you, Mike.
I do my best, bro. I do my best. How you feeling today,
took
man?
me to the pizza spot. I'm like, I just barely went back to Sonny's the other day. I'm like, I had that Wagyu cheesesteak, dude.
Sonny's Pizza in LA. We've eaten at a lot of good spots. We've spent a lot of time together, Puka, and I admire you a lot. We've spent time in Aspen, New York, LA.
Yeah, you're out and about, dude.
We're trying. I'm like, trying. It's the off season. You got to enjoy the off season. There's only so many days.
How long is the off season?
You don't play in the Super Bowl, so I'm like, we finished like early February or like late January.
Late Jan. Oh.
And then we start again. The draft is like April, like mid-April.
Well, you're working out and stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
You're staying in shape in the off season. Even though, bro, I'm telling you, I see you out and about.
Coach, why have I not got a workout, like invite to work out, come work out with you?
Tore my tricep. Can't do it at the moment.
Not moving at all.
I mean, I can move it.
I
have goon still, but
I was gonna say you gotta hit leg day every once in a while. Right?
Don't say that. Don't say anything silly things like that, bro. You like leg day?
I mean, no, not necessarily.
No. Are you hitting legs like once or twice a week?
At least twice a week. We gotta run. We gotta run. So.
Yeah, you do gotta. I feel like you're durable, bro. You're even like thick. Like, bro, when you dap him up, you can tell this guy's.
Well, you know what Puka means, right? It loosely translates to chubby.
Oh.
In his native language.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's why he was given that name, because he's got that. But he's not. You're not chubby at all. You're leaned out.
Thick is the right word. I'm like, yeah. I'm like,
Thick. Well, how does an off season for you right now compare to an off season for somebody in their 7th or 8th year? This is arguably you're coming into maybe the most important season of your life, right?
Yeah.
Would you say that?
100%. I'm like, shoot, we got Myles Garrett, so I'm like, the pressure is on right now. I'm like, yeah. Shoot, everybody's thinking, I'm like, we're waiting to see if Aaron Donald's coming back. So I'm like, it's exciting times right now to be in LA. So 100%. I'm like, we got reigning MVP coming back. Devontae, I'm like, yeah. Like, it's so different. I'm like, Devontae is strong as hell. I'm like, he's out here. I like to think I'm pretty strong. He probably lives more than me. And this is year 13 for him.
Damn.
So, yeah.
How are you able to stay focused playing on a team based in Los Angeles?
I feel like being in the Valley, I'm like, luckily we're not in West Hollywood or like we're not in the downtown, so like it's not too crazy. But I think that's the nice thing, where it's like we can go out and have the best game on Sunday. You go out and score 2 touchdowns, go and beat the Buffalo Bills or whoever it is, and then sorry, I'm like, and the Colts. I'm like, we beat the Colts. I see the Colts guy up there. I'm like, sorry, R.I.P. to the Colts. I'm like, not the Patriots over here too. I'm like, we beat the Patriots. We got over there. I'm like, it's a Tom Brady jersey, so we'll give him a pass. But that's the nice thing. Is like Monday morning, Kim Kardashian or Leonardo DiCaprio can say something, and then it's like, oh, everybody forgot really about what we did. So it's like there's so much else going on in LA where it's like you could do whatever you want.
But it's also quieted down a little bit over the years. It's not the same LA that it was. Like if you were there when he was still living there in like 2018, Coach, I would be a lot more worried about you, bro. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. There was like some moments over the past 12 to 18 months where people were a little bit curious about the direction of Puka Nacua. Was he going to be a rosé sipper like Tom Brady, or was he going to go more the Manziel route? Okay, where do you think you fit? And shout out Johnny, I love you. But where do you fit in the midst of those two right now from a going out standpoint?
between Johnny Manziel and Tom Brady, I'm like, I definitely am leaning more towards the Tom Brady
leaning more
side.
towards
100%.
Tom?
Okay. I did go to the Johnny Manziel fight. I can't believe he actually threw a leg kick. It was absolutely insane. I'm like,
his kicks look pretty freaking good.
He knew exactly what he was going to do. He was like, all right, I'm going to throw a leg kick. It's going to fluster him, and then he won the fight. It happened like that. I actually saw him at Delilah's before, and he gave me no confidence where I was like, I was going to place a bet on you. I'm like, yo. And he's like, you're going to be out there on Saturday? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, nice. And I'm like, well, not betting on you anymore. I'm like, I don't feel any confidence.
Yeah, but little did you know that Bob Menery was kicked out of the Red Rock also the night before. So, like, but neither of them were, like, locked in for that
Nothing
fight
was
at all.
happening,
No.
yeah.
No, you chasing the bag a little bit.
That makes sense.
Would you ever fight for a bag?
Coach, you had me tempted earlier. I know you did call me out.
Oh, that's
you
right.
did call me out. That was the thing.
That
It
one
was
made me mad. You made me mad with that one, bro.
I know, Mike, coach, you helped me. You supported me. I was like, I thought we were on the same page.
Anybody except Puka.
Bro. I did it because first off, coach is always talking about you. He's always there. Puka this, Puka that, Puka last night. It's by the way, it's a lot of Puka last night. I hear the story, and I don't know, bro. I was fired up that day, and you were like one of the last names I heard. In my head, my subconscious just blurted you out, and I was like, oh, fuck, I haven't even met the guy, bro. Shit.
So I was like, man, I thought we were going to be friends. Mike was like, he's just talking about you, too. The same thing. I was like, oh, this is going to be friendly, and then you called me out. I was like, well, now I kind of, I'm like, do we have to fight now?
I mean, again, for a bag, bro. Like, let's see if we can get, like, NFL commissioner to put this on. No one will do it.
No, I definitely won't. I'm like, I like to think I'm physical. I don't know how the UFC, I'm like, when I get punched in the face, I feel like I'm like, one, I want to swear instantly. I'm like, you have to like let some aggression out, but I'm like, I don't know how they do it. The UFC, I'm like,
hold on. Getting punched in the face is like kind of close to getting fucking rocked by a defender when you're not looking.
He gets rocked.
Yeah,
bro.
so like to me they're very similar.
I mean, I guess, yeah, but I'm like having a helmet on. I'm like, you never take any like shots directly to the face. I'm like,
but you can still get, bro. You've been rocked.
I mean,
on the
I
field.
actually got stitches. My first game of the season, I'm like, I took a helmet to helmet. I'm like, dude, I got like 4 stitches right in my eye. And I'm like, so I guess, yeah. Something about getting hit with a helmet on, it feels less painful. I'm like,
really?
It's actually exciting.
So much of his completion is in like heavy act. Like he'll go right over the center and just like get cooked and hold on to the ball.
I wanted to
every
ask
time.
about that
Yeah.
because, contrarily, I actually don't mind being punched, but the idea of doing what you do and just going for the ball, like with nothing else in your mind except catch that ball and allowing yourself to be hit from the side, like really scares me. Why do you have such commitment to go after the ball in fucked situations?
I mean, I think of like Matthew. I'm like, it's so easy to see the perfect spiral. I'm like, I could read every National Football League on the ball, like as he's throwing it. I'm like, it's so like perfectly defined. So it's like, it makes it so easy. It's the only thing you think about. I'm like, my coach gets mad at me all the time because like you're supposed to like watch it all the way and like till the ball like hit your hands. And I'm like, I'm like, all the footballs have like numbers on them. It's like number 700 or something like that. I'm like, they have, so I'm like, I'm reading, I'm like, I see, okay, ball 657. And I'm like, right before he catches, I'm like, I'm already turning. There's so much trust in the ball, 100%. I'm like,
Bro, hold on. That's so fucking
where you,
cool,
I've
bro.
seen a couple of those where you've like turned downfield before you had the ball.
Yeah.
It's just like, damn it.
But I know it's happened.
Barely
I'm like,
ever.
there's a couple times where I'm like, you drop one and you're like, you're sick. And I'm like, oh gosh, I know Matthew hates me right now. He's like, I just laid you a perfect ball and you just dropped that.
Damn, but you're not dropping a lot of balls, man.
No.
You got hands.
Try to. I'm like, it's the poly blood in me.
I want to ask, where does
you got submit? I got submit for sure.
And then what? Like, when did you realize, oh shit, I could catch?
I didn't start playing receiver until like about my freshman year. Actually, I'm like, I always played all my older brothers. I played running back and D line. I'm like and linebacker. So I was like, running into people always made sense to me. And then I grew to about like 6'1". I was like, you know what? I wouldn't mind not getting hit as much. So I'm like, let me go to the outside. And
but you're definitely not getting hit as much. But I'm telling you, bro, like
you played football, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
What position you played?
I played running back and linebacker.
Yeah,
and yeah, you get hit a lot, but just going after that ball when there are defenders coming at you, like, and you don't know where they're coming from. I never liked that.
There is a thrill of like when somebody gets like a good shot at you and then like you like stand up and you're like, that's why I'm like, my celebrations, everybody's like, man, you got to go like, I'm like, I don't have the Justin Jefferson, like the Gritty or like Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to dance. I'm like, you sit there, you flex on him, just let him know. I'm like, yeah, you gave me your best shot, bro. And I'm still standing up. I'm like, gotcha. I'm like, just smile in his face. I'm like, yeah, try again, brother.
Yeah, no, you're tough, bro. You're tough. You could get in the ring, bro. You could handle getting punched in the face. But one thing I wanted to ask about was you versus that glass window pane at Michael Rubin's white party.
The glass window pane won.
Bro, what happened, Puka?
It was Snoop Dogg. I was so excited, and I'm like, I was sitting there talking to Suni Lee. I had to go find where Devontae was at, and I turned around, and I'm like, they cleaned the windows really good over there at Rubin's house.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They were perfectly crisp. I'm like, you didn't see it coming.
Bro, I seen like a group of guys like rushing towards something. I was like, what's happening? I was leaving, so I was like, I'm gonna see what's happening on my way out. And you were in the corner and you were bleeding from your face.
Yeah.
And then I realized, oh, he must have ran into this glass panel because I can't even see it. And I'm standing right next to it. This is dangerous.
They made me feel better when they said 3 other people ran into it, but I'm like, nobody else ended up bleeding from it. So I'm like, I don't know if that made me feel much better or worse.
You're an all-in kind of guy.
Yeah.
No, I took a picture of it. I'm gonna put the glass window pane on screen here. You'll see what we're saying, bro.
Well, maybe they won't see.
Yeah.
You won't see what I'm saying.
That's exactly. I'm like, it's
thing
better that way.
Came out of nowhere, bro.
Yo, Puka,
Hey, by the way, I will guarantee you. I bet there's an 80% chance Ruben removes it for next year because people are running into it.
Yeah,
liability.
It's got to be.
What do you
say?
say?
Request. That's my request for the white party next year.
I love Ruben. Let's sue him for all he's worth. What do you say?
I'm not against that. I'm like, oh, let me get some whatever's going on here in FanFest. I'm like, let me get a little bit of this.
Yeah. We can take a piece, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, other than the window, when you think about the team that you're going to play on Sunday, right, or Monday, who is the one defensive guy that you do not look forward to seeing on the field? Who are you the most scared of being hit by out there?
I don't want to use the word most scared, but I'm like Fred Warner. I think is definitely. I'm like he's the best. I'm like, you think everybody's obviously so good in the NFL. There's nobody that covers that much space. Like it's scary. There's no like the middle of the field is terrible. I'm like, I will run routes, and I'm like, I won't catch the ball, and he's standing right there, and he's like, I knew exactly where you're going. And he's like, I'm like, dude, I swear when I started the play, you're on the left sideline, and now you're right here standing next to me. He's like, that's just what I do. And it's funny because he played with my older brother, so there's like a friendly competition, but he's also like that's our rival team. So I'm like, Fred, I kind of hate you. I'm like, we're supposed to not like each other, but I also enjoy watching you play.
Is there anyone that it is contentious with, where there's a little bit of like actual hostility on the field?
Oh, everybody on the Seahawks. I'm like, I don't. Everybody over there could get the smoke at any time of that. Like we see them over here. I don't know if there's any Seahawks players. We got any Seahawks fans over here? All right, I feel a lot better. That makes me feel a lot better. Forget the Seahawks. I'm like, yeah, I hate everybody over there.
No way. So you guys don't talk shit on the field?
Oh, 100%. I'm like, there's no friends over there. I'm like, think the number one guy. I'm like, Julian Love over there, or I think is his name. Plays safety. We're not friends.
Yeah,
I'm like, he's taking a couple shots at me like mid game, and like I definitely find my opportunities to get back at him in the game too.
Hey, I want to ask you about a rumor. So you ever been like at the bottom of a dog pile?
I don't think. I mean, kind of. I feel like that's me every play. I'm like, I try not to go down, and I'm always at the bottom.
Because when I was growing up, I heard that at the bottom of the dog pile, people are like clawing each other's eyes out and doing dirty shit. Is it true?
During run plays, but I'm like, when you're getting tackled, I feel like because there's less defenders, but I'm like, on a run play, 100%, especially near the goal line. I'm like, everybody's just getting mashed right there. I'm like, there's no room for space, and like, you're just trying to find it. I'm like, anybody to flinch, because then you get that extra space, and you're like, all right, this is where we're going.
Yeah. Man, football's rough, dude. It's a rough sport.
But there's no feeling like when you get in the end zone, like it makes it all worth it. When you get hit, like
you live there, bro.
Yeah, I try. I'm like, shoot, Devontae. I'm like, Devontae scores all our touchdowns too. So I'm like,
a lot.
What a summer it's been! World Cup, SummerSlam, UFC 250, so many insane events. And as much as we love hanging together on this show, it is important to get out there. You got to get out there. Before you know it, the MLB playoffs are here. So to find the best deal, all you have to do is go to one place, which is why I want to give the sponsor of today's video, SeatGeek, a massive shout out. With over 35 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. There are more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports, festivals, and more. Before you know it, the NFL and NBA will be here. So do not wait. And you know SeatGeek has got your back. Each ticket is rated on a scale of 1 to 10. So you know you're getting a good deal. Look for the green dots. Green means good, red means bad. Plus, every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee. We love using SeatGeek. So, of course, we got a code for you guys. You can use code Logan10 for 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. That is 10% off any tickets with promo code Logan10. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later. Thank you, SeatGeek. Back to the show.
Yo, I got to ask you, man. Are you staying in Los Angeles?
That's the plan. I'm like, I don't want to leave. It's so hard. I'm like, where do you live now? You left LA?
I'm in Puerto Rico, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was having a problem with the potholes in the streets.
I mean, West Hollywood was just barely flooding right
Did
before
you
we
see
stopped.
that?
Like, I didn't see it,
Bro, huge pipe burst.
Yeah.
Flooded like the whole, like Dialogue Cafe, like all those hot spots that we're so used to going to all got flooded.
You've been robbed.
I've never been there until I'm like, you haven't taken me there yet, so I'm.
I will. We'll go when we get back.
Honestly, I was like, I just got the message from Birds. Birds was like, hey, we're closed, and I was like, well, that
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
Well, good thing I'm headed out to New York.
Have you had any of the breakfast burritos in LA? Yeah, right. Have you had Wake and Late yet?
Wake and Late, yeah.
I
I'm
mean,
like,
dude, Wake and Late is #1.
The Sobana?
Sobana is.
It's bigger. That's
1 and
what
2.
I'm like, yeah,
1 and 2.
100%.
Wake and Late's small, but I think the taste is better.
The little like cilantro that they have.
The cilantro, yeah.
When's the
sauce.
burger coming out?
Yeah.
1010 Burger opens in about a month. End August.
Coach, you just had this thing at USC and I didn't get invited. I'm like, I'm a
No,
little.
UCLA.
Like,
Yeah. It was just a quick pop up.
Yeah.
It was for like high schoolers.
Yeah,
You would have got savaged, bro. Ravaged.
You know, I'm always in for a burger. I'm like, I'll have a burger any day of the week. I'm like,
Yeah.
anytime I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I'd have a burger over a breakfast burrito.
I'm gonna
100%.
need you at that opening for sure.
Well,
For
I'm
sure.
there. You already know.
Do you focus on your diet?
He's so
I,
young, dude.
I like to eat. I'm a foodie. I'm like, I enjoy a
Even
lot
in
of
the
food,
season?
for sure. For the most part, yeah.
So you don't have you have a chef or something?
No, I'm like, I should, but I'm like, it's hard because I'm like, I don't like reheating food. Whereas I don't make enough money to have somebody there at my house every day.
Nah, don't say that.
Bullshit.
That's not true. You want to know how I know?
Bullshit.
You want to know how I know that's not true? Because he got a stylist and she walks around with him. She does. She like pops around with him. Sometimes she's like, "Let me see the fit. Let me see the fit."
Yeah, you got to make sure you're ready. I'm like, you're on camera. I'm like, the products you see, everybody's fitted up here. I'm like, you got to make sure you look nice.
Whoa. I did get this WWE shirt, this Brock versus The Rock
That's
shirt
cool.
from 2002. It's a vintage.
Yeah, that's cool.
Any WWE fans out there? Can't even say words right now. It's a lot.
Yeah. Hey, also
You like this?
you see who it is
I
front
know.
and center?
He's always front and center, bro.
He's got the chrome on.
He was
too.
at the
Yeah.
He was at the White House.
Yes, he was. He's
front
everywhere.
and center.
This guy's
Any
everywhere.
live show we do, front and center.
I love that.
He's a magician.
He's dedicated.
Yeah. And
To the squad.
Yeah. We see him everywhere, bro. You're dedicated. Maybe I'll do a trick after this Puka podcast, or you do a trick. I'll watch the trick. Yeah. We can rip.
Yo,
We can
Puka,
rip.
do you?
Can you please help my fantasy football draft? You got. I've never played fantasy before, but I'm pretty sure you're supposed to take a quarterback first, right? Is that?
Oh.
They do, but I don't know though. I don't
No,
put it out.
everybody's
Pictures.
saying no. Yeah, that's not how it works.
You would
Why
be
would-
my first. I don't even want to get into it, but you would be my first pick.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, you put up points.
Why don't you take a quarterback first?
What the hell?
Get him out of here!
Get him out.
What was it?
He almost took you down, coach.
Nah, this is an unsponsored ad. He's gonna try to sell that shirt now.
No, I can't
He's
do
gonna
it.
run ads against it for the next 16
who
months.
threw it? Was it you?
Yo,
Why did you
It
throw
was-
that?
yo,
I can't hear you.
I like that kid. I like him. Yo, Puka, what's right now? What's the largest NFL contract that's ever been secured as of right now? Because I know you know what the number is because you're gonna get more than it, right?
Yeah, JSN, the receiver for the Seahawks, he signed. He's like 42 a year. I mean, at least for my position.
42 a year for how many years?
Quarterbacks, I think it was like for four
Yeah.
years, 4-year deal. Quarterbacks, Dak. I think Dak's the highest
yeah,
guy. Dak's
true.
at like 60 or something like that.
Bro.
Quarterback. I mean, shoot, the receivers. I mean, we're getting close to quarterback money right now.
100%.
The
I mean, dude, you
the
guys-
market only goes up, so it's like, yeah.
You guys bring so much of the excitement to the league. Like people are watching the game to see those electrifying, explosive passes and touchdowns, and so it's well deserved.
Yeah.
How much you want a quarter billy on the next one?
Shoot, I'm like, honestly, I want to own a half a team. I'm like, can I play in the league and still like have ownership in the team? Like,
Sick
I think
idea.
so.
I'm like, I know Mr. Kroenke, he's a big real estate guy. So I'm like, whatever the next real estate deal is, like, let me get a part of that.
Sick idea.
Right? I'm
Yeah,
like-
that's out of the box thinking.
Yeah,
and that sets you up for life.
That's what I'm trying to.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of athletes will focus on that bag now, then they blow it on some dumb shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Have you made any big purchases yet? No, not really, right?
No, nothing crazy. I'm like,
How come?
that's in luxury. I'm like, being in the NFL, like you get a decent amount of things like for free. I'm at the facility taking home bags of like Gatorade and it's like
Are you
all the
serious?
protein shakes. Yeah, this is all free. I'm like, why do I go buy protein shakes or anything else? I'm like, I take all this stuff, all the supplements. I'm like, everything's at the facility. I feel like I'm at a kid at a candy store.
That's
I'm taking everything for
amazing.
free.
It is one of the perks.
Yeah, and I asked them, like, you get to, our nutritionist, I'm like, if there's anything, like, specifically that we want, I'm like, hey, can you get this? And then they order it in bulk, and I'm like, all right, thank you. I'm taking this all home now. Like,
You're talking like someone who did not grow up with money.
yeah, I'm like, Coach, being the youngest brother, I'm like, my brothers, we're all, like, the same size shoe. I'm like, I'm signed to Jordan. That's, like, I've never had Jordans ever in my life, but I'm like, now, I'm like, we all share. I'm like, my brothers, everybody has got all the shoes and stuff like that.
No way.
That's probably the best thing I've, like, in the NFL, like, there's only, like, 16 guys in the NFL who are signed to Jordan, and that's the best thing in the world. I'm like, getting free shoes. I'm like, it's getting the boxes come. I'm like, I got a million shoe boxes at the house. I'm like, it's so
Sick.
cool. I'm like, my mom comes, she's like, you've never had this before. I'm like, Mom, you can buy any shoe you want. I'm
That's
like, yeah.
amazing. That's amazing.
Go online, whatever the Travis Scotts, whatever comes out. I'm like, go get them. We got them.
You grew up in Las Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Is it true you grew up with Dana White's son?
Yeah, me, little Dana, and Aiden, we all played in the same like little league football team.
Aiden.
Aiden is his other son.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What is little Dana White like?
He's hilarious. So it's funny. He used to be our quarterback. I wear number 12, and he used to be number 12. Where it's like
That's amazing.
It's like we've been locked in. I'm like, we were just barely out together last night. I'm like, Uncle Dana.
Oh,
was
you
out
serious?
Here. Yeah, he's out here too.
Wait, so you as a kid you were hanging out with the Dana White?
Yeah.
At the house. Just like hanging out at the house.
Uncle Dana, I'm like, still to this day, every time I see him, he'll call me, he's like, Puka Nacua. He never used to say my name right all the time. Every time he sees me, he's like, Puka Nacua. It's hilarious.
That's amazing. When you went over his house, are you like, yo, this is like the UFC commissioner. This is the UFC CEO.
It didn't make sense when we were a kid, but I'm like, the coolest. They used to have this game den, a million Nerf guns. This is like the best arcade that you
Sick.
could ever go to, like a little like the pads that like jumping pads.
Yeah.
All the golf carts in the world. I'm like, I don't know how they didn't get kicked out of the neighborhood because we used to ride those golf carts and take the Nerf guns all over the place and like shoot people at their house and stuff like that. We were all over the place, but it was the best time growing up over there.
I feel like you're definitely a little bit of a troublemaker. You want to stir the pot a little bit.
Being one of the younger brothers, I think a little bit. I'm like,
Wait, how many brothers?
I got 5 brothers.
What the? Did
and
they
he
beat
rolls
you?
he rolls with them all. Like, dude, I'll talk
What
to him and
the
be like, yo, we got a dinner tonight. You know, like a real exclusive stuff. He's like, can my brother come? Can my brother come? Like every time, bro. He always brings them. He's a good.
It's also a Poly thing. I'm like, Poly come from big family, but it's like, yeah, that's all. I'm like, shoot, I don't know. I'm like, yeah, sure, you roll with your brother to a decent amount of stuff, but it's like, that's always just how it's been.
Yeah,
for
no.
me.
If I could go with him to more places, I definitely would.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite brother?
Yeah, I'm like Samson's definitely. I'm like, you guys met in the back.
He's always with them. Always.
We cruise together. I'm like, people always think like Samson actually is probably more well known at SoFi than I am. I'm like, yeah, I was at the Moana premiere where I got to meet The Rock. Me and my mom, I got to meet The Rock and his mom, and I had like these Disney execs come up and they're like, hey, is your brother Samson here? I was like,
What?
No,
Yeah.
no, he's not. And they're like, man, like last time we were at SoFi, we were with him. He was such a blast. We had such a good time. I'm like, sweet, nice to meet you. Like, my name's Puka. Like, Samson's not here, sadly. Sorry. I'm like, next time I'll bring him.
Dude, 5 brothers is nuts. Did they beat the shit out of you?
Bro, that was like so my first year of football, Samson's 3 years older than me. I played on his football team. He was the starting quarterback and like I played left tackle my first year of football and he was the quarterback. My best memory, I got pancaked, dude, just like sitting on top of me, and I look up and Samson's in the end zone. He scored a touchdown. And I'm like, that's my brother.
Yeah.
This dude's like, I just pancaked you. I'm like, well, it doesn't matter. That's my brother. He just scored a touchdown. So I'm like, I was the tackling dummy like all growing up. Like we'd be in the backyard. My dad was my first football coach. Like we'd be in the backyard, no grass back in Vegas. It's too hot.
Yeah.
Like just straight rocks and dirt in the backyard and just getting mauled.
that shit helps you get tough though.
Yeah.
Like football's a tough sport. Being the younger brother, playing on that rocks and shit, not growing up with money, bro. I feel like it all helps you to become the person who you are now.
100%. I'm like that. Yeah. That's why I think getting hit honestly doesn't feel bad. I'm like, I guess when you're saying it, I'm like, I do get hit a lot, but I'm like, it makes it a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
Now it's my turn to finally hit somebody. I'm like, I've been waiting for this moment.
Yeah.
And when you finally get to win, like growing up, I'm like, you're the older brother, so I'm like that, put your palm on his forehead, and like he's like trying to fight. I'm like, that's when I grew up. Every day of my life. So now it's like when I can do like you stiff arm somebody, I'm like, yeah, little bro, watch out.
That's amazing.
Hey Puka, you talked about your dad too, and he passed when you were young. You were 11, right?
Yep.
How much of a role did your brothers play, your older brothers play as like as a fatherly role in your life?
They were huge. I'm like, that was just him being my first football coach and like just being surrounded. That's why I think like football is such like it's a safe place for me. I'm like growing up. After he passed away, I'm like, that was the thing that we connected doing was playing football. So I'm like, every time I get to go out there, especially like the national anthem is like a moment where I'm like, say my prayer, and I feel like I get a chance to speak to my father, and he's there, and his presence like helps calm me, and then he go out there and like, all right, I'm doing what you taught me to do. I'm go out there and mash him.
That's awesome. Dude. You could say it, you should have heard what I was saying yesterday. I was saying some crazy stuff
I didn't know,
yesterday.
so I'm like, I'm also a BYU guy, so I'm like, swearing is not a.
Oh, that's I forget about that sometimes.
Wait,
bro.
Coogs, man. Yeah.
Wait,
he went to BYU, dude. He's a proper like.
I went to University of Washington for 2 years and then BYU for 2 years.
wait. So are you a Mormon?
I grew up in the church. Yeah.
Wait, so you're
Yeah.
Oh no way! So you really don't swear?
Yeah. I mean,
You try not to.
I try not to.
You
yeah.
drink caffeine?
No, not really.
Wow, dude.
Energy drinks. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, sorry. I'm like,
No, that's
hydration.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. How do you have such high energy? What? How do you stay out?
Life is good.
He's
that's
also really
crazy.
He's also really young.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
how old are you now? 20.
I just barely turned 25. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I don't know, I thought you were
I
20
feel like you're gonna
yeah.
start getting tired, bro. Shit gets tiring.
You gotta sleep. I'm like 8 hours of sleep. I'm like, you wear the Oura ring. You track
do
your
not.
sleep.
You are not getting 8 hours.
You didn't get 8 hours
No,
last night.
I know. I definitely didn't get 8 hours.
Yeah, but
last
listen,
night.
nobody. This weekend, bro. Nobody's every night. Everybody's out all night.
Yeah.
Like you go to this place and LeBron's there 4, and there's Drake and SGA, and this is actually Fanatics Fest.
Drake's here.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Michael Rubin. This is the greatest weekend of the year in New York City.
Hey yo! I'm sorry. I used to do it in my vlogs. It's the entrance for my theme song. Hey yo, I'm sorry. I got 2 shirts up on WWE. Shop Fanatics right now. I hate Logan Paul. Yes, I am the one behind it. You're gonna monetize the haters and still humble because after all, I am your humble king, and I'm gonna stay humble because I'm just that humble. You can grab my shirts and all WWE merch, hats, tees, replica title belts, superstar collections on WWE Shop and Fanatics. Get yours today. Back to the show.
This is like my second time in New York. I came out for like half a day before we went to the Hamptons.
This is your second time?
Yeah, we've played here. I'm like,
Whoa.
we played the Giants.
Yeah.
We played we played the Jets. That was the worst game in the world when we played the Jets over here.
Why?
We played in like January. It was like negative like 17 degrees. I'm like, the whole field was frozen. Like there's only like a quarter of the field that got sunlight. If you got tackled over there, for sure, instant concussion as soon as you hit the ground. It was so cold. It was awful.
You ever met a Jets fan in real life?
No,
It's impossible.
I was gonna
Is there a Jets fan here? No way.
Yeah, we got one.
No way.
We got one or two.
He reluctantly raised his
yeah,
hand.
it's
He's
like-
like, oh man.
Dude, it's so lonely for them, like all the Gary Vaynerchuks out there. I mean, dude, their initials, Jets, just end the season.
Damn.
That's crazy,
Damn.
bro. It's a tough
That's
team.
the first time I've heard that, but that's awful.
Just end the season.
That's bad.
Are there any places that you don't enjoy playing? Like I've always been curious about this. If you play in Denver, does the altitude affect your game?
I think so a little bit, especially I'm like you're in there for such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Like we'll if we play at 1 p.m. kickoff on Sunday,
Yeah.
we get there Saturday night. So
Yeah.
it's like you don't.
You don't acclimate.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah.
So we actually play there this year. I'm excited. I'm like they're one of the best defenses in the league, so it'll be fun to play them.
It's a good
Ascertain.
year, for sure.
Yeah.
What other predictions do you have for this year? Like who are you looking at and watching out for?
I'm like, I know everybody on our team. I'm like, I hate always having to mention them, but I'm like, we got to, like, playing the Seahawks will be fun. Our division this year, I think, I'm like,
I feel like everybody hates the Seahawks in the NFL. They're just not the team that you want to be friendly with.
Yeah, nobody enjoys them. I'm like, I love Cooper Kupp. I'm like, that's why I love Coop. So I'm like, that's the only person over there that gets a pass for me. But everybody else there, I'm like, it's instant on site.
Damn, but see, I'll be honest with you. I feel a little bit for the Seahawks. I'll tell you why. Seattle is just like, I go to Seattle and I'm like, why?
There's nothing over there.
Yeah, like why?
Not enjoyable.
How did this city produce a Super Bowl winning team? Like
they have good coffee.
And by the way, Seattle also, contrarily, like there are a lot of big businesses that started there. Sure. I think Amazon started there. Yeah. Wizards of the Coast, trading card company manufacturer.
Nike's not based there, are they?
No, I think that's Oregon.
Yeah. Oregon.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah. No, but it is a little bit of a sleeper. But like, I'm just shocked that such a good team is in Seattle.
Yeah, they came out of. I'm like, their head coach is pretty good. I'm like, I feel like Coop had a big influence on their environment and stuff like that.
How much does the head coach affect the team's ability to be good?
Oh, it comes from the top down. I'm like,
yeah,
it's not the most important piece. I'm like, I feel like your quarterback, the person who touches the ball every play for you, is the most important. But like that relationship between, I'm like, I feel like Coach McVay and Matthew, I'm like, they're masterminds.
Yeah,
they know exactly how to speak to each other, and it's so like it's awesome to see because you're like as the season goes on and like they accumulate more information, like the better they get at communicating. It's like, all right, I'm like when we're installing plays, and I'm like, it's gonna be a good week this week.
Yeah,
I like where we're headed right now.
How hard is it to memorize plays?
They are. I wouldn't say. I'm like, as I've gotten in this, I've only been in this offense. It's not too bad, but as a quarterback, like knowing like how to like call out the whole play, I'm like south right clamp, I'm like F Fox into F choice stucco. Like I'm like, it's a lot. Like that's
a whole
like,
language.
I'm like
yeah, it's dude. The football. It's so funny. Like every sport has like intricacies that I think like a casual fan like doesn't understand.
Yeah.
And football plays are confusing, bro. I feel like you got to memorize a lot.
Especially as like a quarterback. I'm like, I can only, so like the headset, I'm like, they can hear the coach, like our offense coordinator, whoever it is, like speaks to them in the headset. But at 15 seconds, like it goes out. So it's like, if you don't get the play call in before that time, it's like you're trusting the quarterback either to make the call, and then you're like, what's about to happen? I'm like, you see everybody like they got the headset, they have like the paper that covers their face, and I'm like, the amount of swear words that is coming out. I'm like, if they didn't get the play call off, and now they're just like they're sitting there watching them like make the play, they're like, wow, that's not at all what I called. Like that's terrible. So, but Matthew does a pretty good job. I'm like, he knows exactly. I'm like, it's so funny. He'll be like, yeah, like we're playing the Eagles, and like Vic Fangio is their defensive coordinator, and he's like, he was in this defense like 10 years ago when I was with the Lions, and like this is the guy that he coached now too. Like they're all part of a tree. Like it's so he's like, I know exactly what he's gonna do, or like, and so it makes it so fun because you're like, all right, whatever play call you want, I'm running it, coach. We're down.
Yeah, and you trust Matt?
Oh, 100%. I'm like, no doubt.
It's been good working with Stafford.
That's why I'm like the ability to like think about just going to catch the ball and like getting hit. It's like it never. No other thought occurs in my brain because I'm like, I have so much trust. Like,
how much does that like quarterback selection come into your selection of a team, like of who you want to play for? Like, what if you get placed on a team with like a rookie quarterback or something like that? Do you want to play with a veteran quarterback?
I feel like it would like that. It has way more benefits of like somebody who understands, like has the confidence where it's like you come in like playing from college, like one, the system's different, the understanding of like where everybody is on the field is different, but yeah, I'm like, Matthew's going to get ready to retire soon. So I'm like, these are things that are like coming up soon. So I don't really know. I'm like, I don't.
Dude,
I've been spoiled. I'm like, I'm walking into like a Hall of Fame quarterback. I'm like, I have no idea what else it's going to be like.
I just started laughing just now because I thought of, do you know what my favorite video of you is outside the field? I've told you a million times.
What?
The one of you launching yourself into the SUV with the big pants on. Yeah. Every time I watched that video for like a week straight. Like, do you know what I'm talking about?
I think so. You
when he was like
me.
going to his car at the end of the night and like all the paparazzi was out there and everybody was recording him. He just launched himself like this into the backseat of the car. When something like that happens and you wake up the next day and it's like 12 p.m., 1 p.m., it's off season, Do you get a call from Sean McVay or from anyone? Like, who calls, or your agent? Remember the dude at the Yes Chef dinner, and he kept telling me, he's like, dude, you gotta keep him inside. It's a contract year. He can't be doing. Do you remember? What's his name? The dude that was with us.
Oh my! I think that was Tony. Tony.
Yes, he was.
So it was Tony.
But who calls you when that video pops up?
No. Luckily, no calls from Coach. I'm like, that's only if something like really bad's happening.
Yeah.
So.
That is my
like, yeah,
favorite. Definitely
my agent. I'm like, I did get some texts. I'm like, that's a FaceTime where like, hey, like, are you free at this time? Like, let's call and chat and see what's going on. And like, but I was like, as long as you're like being safe. I'm like, that's what I'm like. That's
you were getting in the backseat of an Uber.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But it was just so funny because you like Superman.
Like a little Mario hop like right into the car. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I want to ask you about your time in social media. You've had a couple mishaps. Do you like scope out the people that you might do streams with a little bit more now, or has your team made you think about it a little bit more after what happened with Adin, for example?
Yeah, 100%. I'm like, there definitely there's a little bit more like thought into like going what's going on, and like, all right, hey, let's preface and like let's have like somewhat of an itinerary of some of the things that might be happening or like what's going to be said and done. I wouldn't say I'm big into the streaming world anymore. I'm like, I think I had a decent little run, and I'm like, I think I'm over it.
That whole thing sucked, though. Like, not to get into it too much, but like, it was just unfortunate because I knew you had no idea.
Yeah,
like he's just making you do dumb stuff. And
I know. And you guys had Neon on the other day too. I'm like, every time I see him, I'm like, he's always just like, oh my gosh, like so good to see you. Like, I hope all is well. Like, and I'm like, I didn't die, bro. I'm like, I know it was obviously not an ideal situation. Like, what happened went down, but I'm like, I'm all right. Like, I'm still doing good.
Well, that's like part of the problem with, being in any of these industries is like, I know you so well behind the scenes. So when something happens and people pass judgment based on what they think they know of you, and same with him, you know what I'm saying? It just sucks, bro, and I think it's something that you're always up against.
Yeah. That's the other thing of like being in LA where it's like, there's always somebody watching. I'm like, you leave Birds or we're at dinner. I'm like, when we went to Sunny's, bro, I'm like, just the people walking, like going by on like the tourist like cars and stuff like that. It's like, there's always like somebody watching them, like the day of like having a phone, and like, there's always somebody that's recording, doing something. So you always got to be on your toes.
And I feel like the more that you do, the more that you just go out and live your life, the more likely someone is to try to catch you doing something they don't like or they don't agree with.
Yeah.
Like, you're just living your life, bro.
I think it like pisses people off. I think people want you to live in a box, and Puka certainly doesn't live in that box, like on the field or off the field. He plays in a super aggressive way. He lives life in an aggressive and like fun way. And I deal with that myself, like even just like how I live my life and the things that are expected from me at my age. You see this stuff. And it's like, dude, whenever you don't live by some sort of like societal playbook, it just, people don't like it, dude.
Yeah, they start coming for you. And
yeah.
I built for it. So
you 100% are built for it, for sure, dude.
Are you ready to hold WWE history in the palm of your hand?
Topps is bringing you closer to the action than ever before with WWE Topps Now. Highlighting the biggest matches and milestones from WWE shows and PLEs throughout the year, Topps Now is enhancing the fan experience by connecting collectors to the superstars and spectacles that ignite their passion. Featuring stunning event-exclusive photography, each card is made for the moment. And for some lucky collectors, that moment could become the pool of a lifetime. Along with serial numbered parallels, some Topps Now releases offer a chance at rare short prints, superstar autographs, and even pieces of the mat, gear, or other items used during the featured match. So which moments will you collect? With each card only available for a limited time, you won't want to wait to begin your Topps Now journey. Be sure to subscribe to the WWE Topps Now mailing list on Topps.com and follow Topps on all social media platforms so you never miss a single moment. Back to the show. I'm always curious about like how athletes like you function at such a high level during the games and on the field and in practice, and also like you play hard. I've never been able to do both. I gotta lock in when I'm like trying to focus on the craft, especially when I'm putting my body on the line.
Yeah.
Like how are you able to do that? Especially with no caffeine is crazy, bro. How you got that energy?
The smelling salts. I'm like they banned him from that. I mean, I don't know.
Wait, those smelling salts?
Yeah.
Are they banned?
I don't
I think they said
Shunned.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, every series right before we go out, I'm like, I pop 2 of them.
Are you
like,
serious, bro?
And I'm like, I have like a routine like before we go out and like the series, like I get slapped on the back. I'm like, I want to be like, you get something like the jitters on, like you get hit. I'm like, I asked one of the linemen, I'm like, some of the biggest guys on the team, I'm like, hey, like 3 slaps on the back right before we go out, and I'm like, get the jitters out. And like sometimes like I close my eyes and like relax. So I'm like, sometimes they hit me and you get the little like jerk in the back of my neck. I'm like, all right, that didn't feel great, but now I'm ready to go get hit.
Yeah. Oh man, dude, I tried those smelling salts once. It was horrible. It was horrible.
They fire you up.
But it fire like a
wakes
burning
something
like a
up in you.
sensation.
Oh, it felt like
inside,
it lit my brain on fire.
Yeah.
Dude, it went straight up my nose and just like right here. I didn't even do the full thing. It was just a little whiff.
Right, you get the eyes a little watery and you're like, yeah.
You know what's funny about the question you asked him? Because I think it comes up a lot in this conversation. When you have someone, and it doesn't happen often, that plays statistically week in, week out at the level that he plays, the people who make the rules about what people are able to do after the games and on the weekends, they got to start asking themselves some tough questions. For example, Manziel, college days. Johnny, you can't be doing this stuff. Goes out, Heisman, great every week, week in, week out, touchdown, running balls in, throwing balls in, unstoppable. So then coaches and agents start asking the question like, do we want to mess with the system at all?
Do you mess with the flow?
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And like
100%.
dude, that's like the past couple seasons for you have been like that, dude. Like it's like watching magic happen every single time I got to get on that app and pick my overs and I see that name come up, I'm like, this is the most sure thing every single week. So it's like, who's going to call you and be like, yo, you need to get home earlier? It's like a conundrum. You know what I'm saying?
You got to let the artist be in a way. And I'd say an artist as well.
Artiste,
Yeah,
artiste.
you're an artiste.
There's some, I'm like, football, I'm like, it's my safe space. Like, you find that flow. I don't know, like, you find, like, that rhythm when you get out there. I'm like, you have your routine, you go out there and do warm up, but it's also, like, yeah, in the season, there becomes such, like, you're there Monday, Tuesday's your off day, Wednesday practice, Thursday's our biggest day, Friday. So it's like, you have this routine and rhythm, and then, like, Sunday, I have a playlist that I only listen to on game day. I'm like, those are my songs.
What's on it?
I'm like, I listen to a lot of Drake. I'm like, I love house music too. I'm like, I'm bumping Fisher like on pre.
Yeah.
So like, I get out there.
Bro, do not listen to a song called "I'm Losing It." Don't do it.
No, that's what I got.
Don't do it.
I'm losing it.
No, you can't. Don't do it.
Well, it's bad.
I'll tell you why. I listened to that song every single day while I was preparing for my second fight against KSI. Every day is how we started it. And then I lost.
Oh.
And my friend said to me, you listen to a song called I'm Losing It every day leading up to, like, bro, there's got to be something in the air. Like, I was almost training my brain. I'm losing it.
Dude,
bro, I like kind of believe in that shit.
Don't you dare destroy the sanctity of that.
I love
program.
Fisher. The song's amazing.
Dude, that song has led to.
Don't do it, Puka.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Well, like the Fisher, I'm like the Fisher remix I have is World. Hold on. Yeah. I'm like,
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's great.
But I'm like 100%. I'm like, that's like everything that you say. I'm like the communication. I'm like, yeah.
Bro, words are important.
The affirmations,
yes,
the mantras.
I'm telling you,
it has a huge influence. I'm like, what? Yeah. I have reminders on my phone. I'm like, be the baddest effer in the world. Like I'm like,
oh, you're
on the
just
lock
like
screen?
him.
No, I'm like, yeah. I'm like, look, my one right here says, become everyone's worst effing nightmare. Like, I'm like, yeah, they're up on the phone right now. I'm like, you see those every day. And it's like, yeah, that communication to yourself. I'm like, that's I think one of the most underrated things that people don't talk about in the NFL is like, confidence has got to be one of the best skill sets that you have. I'm like, you go out there and you're not confident, you could be like, I mean, I'm just thinking of Myles Garrett. Like, you could have the best skill set, all the physical attributes, but you go out there and you play with no confidence. The room for error is so small in the NFL. It's like you'll go out there and not perform to the best of your ability. So I'm like, having that confidence and like those sayings, and I'm like, yeah, it makes a huge difference.
Mindset's huge. Words are important.
You put that Drake, I'm a legend on it. I'm like, legend.
That's his third time you mentioned. You're a big Drake guy.
Oh, 100%.
He's here, bro.
Have you met him?
No.
So he definitely knows who you are. Have you considered what that moment looks like when Drake's like, yo, Puka, appreciate what you're doing out there on the field? Like, he's going to acknowledge you.
100%.
I'm like, I just got to make sure. I'm like, that's got to be the best dap I ever have in my life.
Yeah.
Handcuffed and everything ready. I'm like,
Hey, let me.
Do I drop a line of like from the song, or is that like a?
I'm sure he's literally the coolest guy in the world. There are some celebrities here that when you meet them, like real A-listers, that when you meet them, you're just like, I fucking get it. And by the way, thank God you're as cool as I thought you were in my mind and more. He's one of them. Just a cool ass guy. You can say whatever you want. He'll be cool.
Who are your top 3? Because I got my top 3. One of them, I don't think he likes very much.
Top 3.
My top 3 like big A-list people I've ever met in terms of their personality and cool factor. Kevin Hart. Every time I see him, highest energy, always down to roll and party and do whatever. John Cena. Because Cena will remember anything you say to him from years ago and ask you about your sister. He'll remember everything.
Yeah.
And then number 3, the man with the most sauce, the greatest of all time, Tom Brady, bro. I hate to say it. He is one of the coolest people in the world, dude.
He's the GOAT. Coach,
He got hands, bro.
What's the beef? What's the beef? I just barely saw that the other day.
He'll tell you. He can tell you.
It's not like there's beef. I just beat his ass at his own game that he said he was going to clown me at in flag football. And then I rubbed it in his face a little bit. And he's a very competitive guy. And I think I got in his head.
Yeah, it makes sense. I'm like, nobody. I'm sure that guy hates losing. So I'm like,
dude, you don't understand. When we were on the field and it was clear that they were losing the flag football game, he was getting pissed.
Oh, I'm sure he was yelling at everybody.
Pissed, bro. And so I haven't seen him. I think this is the first time we've seen each other
since then.
Yeah, since then. We were on stage yesterday, and I was just like, I'm just gonna talk a little shit.
Yeah, I'm like, shoot, you win. That's the luxury of like when you win. I'm like, you get to say whatever you want.
Yeah. But honestly, good for him for standing on business and doing something manly for once in his life, bro. You know, he tried to strike me, and like I said, bro, I'm here to collect the bag. I will sue. I'll sue because they're saying he has money. Hey, dude, Are you aware that on Polymarket the Rams are favored to win the NFL championship?
No, that makes sense. I feel like I'm like. I'm like, it's probably going up. I'm like, by the second, I'm like, everybody's waiting to see Aaron Donald come back.
Bro, $41 million of volume trading right now. People are saying the Los Angeles Rams have a 16% chance to win.
We got to have the best odds. I'm like, they put us in every primetime game too. So like the NFL knows, I'm like, they're ready for us to go out there and win it. Like that's the plan.
If I slam that, are you going to win?
It's in LA, back to back. So we won in 21. Not we. I wasn't on the team, but I'm like as an employee of the Los Angeles Rams. Now I'm like I can say we.
Yeah.
I'm like, but they won it at SoFi, so I'm like it's back at SoFi again. I'm like it's only right. I'm like, and then we said sad to say, but I'm like I think we send Matthew Stafford off. Like he gets to walk off in the sunset. I'm like with the 2 Super Bowl rings, host the trophy one more time, and then then we go hit the baccarat table together.
Yeah, beautiful. You gamble?
A little bit. I'm like, baccarat's a game. I'm like, it's fun.
You don't want to see Puka in Vegas, bro.
Yeah. I do.
That was the last time.
We've known each other for like 18 months, probably. We've been to every city ever.
Yeah. That is true.
When you play baccarat, do you fold the cards?
Oh, you have to.
You do it,
Yes.
huh?
Oh, like you got to. I'm like, they're not using those cards ever again. You got to rip them. If you just flip them over, it's not right.
Yeah.
You have no chance of winning.
Respect. All right, bro. Well, I gotta get out and about with you one of these days. We'll go do something.
Tonight.
That's perfect.
No, tonight.
You guys here all day?
No. We have one more pod and then...
He did his long day yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
He has the long day today.
Good luck, bro.
I'm excited. I'm like, this place, I wanted to walk, see the whole place. I haven't seen the setup.
It's incredible.
I see you, number 12. Appreciate you, dog.
Let's go.
I need that one of those jerseys signed, bro, for my house.
Puka, I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
It's been an honor. Thanks for joining us.
100%.
This is great, bro. We're going to get it out. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Puka Nacua.
Hell yeah.
Impulsive fans, we love you. Thank you for listening to this episode of Impulsive. Hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next time. Take it easy. Peace.